Okay. Alright, okay, just making sure that you guys can hear me better, but, yeah, so, okay, hey guys, also Scarlet Thippino here, and welcome back to a brand new, live reaction video. So, okay, just want to make sure that you guys are hearing me correctly. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, so today I'll be reacting to three videos for today, and yeah, the first video that I'm gonna react to is Animal Crossing Used to Be So Much Darker by Jaiden Animations. So, before we get into the reaction video, yep, both of the cats are here today. Gadget, Gizmo. Yeah. Okay, and okay, so let's start reacting to the okay before I start the reaction. Um um just want to let you guys know that of okay yeah, if you guys want to see me do more live reaction videos, be sure to like and subscribe. So let's get on to it straight on into the video in 3, 2, 1.
Animal Crossing, the game that's keeping most of the population sane while 2020 burns outside our windows. Like many fans of the franchise, I have a very special place in my heart for Animal Crossing. See? I put it right there. Growing up, I loved video games, but I didn't have very many friends.
Okay, I just want to let you guys know that this video came out during 2020, because that's when the Animal Crossing New Horizons first came out during the year. Which I'm glad that the game came out that year, because we needed something to keep us going through COVID. You know, I'm not going to get into that, but let's continue.
Sad. And within those few friends, most of them weren't super into video games. Sad. I grew up playing games either alone or with my brother. Sad. What I'm getting at is, I'm not used to being able to connect with people over video games, let alone get to experience them with my friends together. But the one game that my few friends did play was Animal Crossing Wild World on the DS. I remember playing Animal Crossing for hours, days, sometimes mostly weeks in a row during summer vacation with my best friend Kate. It was always the highlight of our summer, and depending on your point of view, that may or may not be depressing. My family also used to have a tradition to visit the rest of my family in Canada every July, so my brother and I would continue to play Animal Crossing with our cousins. Nothing could stop us, not even the great borders of the United States of America. We had this game we made up where we all meet up at one person's town, dig a bunch of holes in the shape of a maze, and then one of us would chase the others around with a bunny hood, gas mask, and axe, like some sort of morbid tag. We called it the bunny game, which looking back was a bit misleading in the innocence of the actual premise. When Animal Crossing New Leaf was released, Kate and I got our hands on it the day of our high school sophomore prom, and we very much wanted to ditch it entirely just for the game. It's not like we had dates or anything, but we ended up going anyway, and it was lame. All in all, I love Animal Crossing. I get that it's not a game for everyone because of its slow pace and open-ended nature, but it was one of the few games I got to experience with friends on a really deep level and collected a bunch of fond memories with. Now we have New Horizons, the game that parted the clouds and descended upon us when the world needed it most. I like the game a lot. I've got my gripes, which I'll get to at some point, but while playing the game, I started thinking about the original, Animal Crossing for the GameCube. I had a GameCube growing up, but my mom didn't buy Animal Crossing for us, so that meant I had no idea it existed. That's just how the world worked for me back as a kid. If my mom didn't buy it for me, then it didn't exist. So now, as an adult, I've started to make the connection that not only do I have my own money to buy my own video games, but I can do whatever I want. Mostly. And using that newfound power, I've decided to go back to the basics and experience firsthand the beginning of one of my favorite game franchises. It's changed. What secrets have been hiding from me? Well, I guess we're about to find out together. The classic train scene. Rover walks over and asks if he can sit with me, promising not to fall asleep and drool on my shirt, to which I reply, "No way! Wow, it's nice to know there's still plenty of rude people in the world." And he sits there anyway. So you go through the typical beginning of an Animal Crossing game. Who are you? I'm Jaiden. Where are you going? Mustard. What's your credit card number and mother's maiden name? September 27th. My friend has a house for you because you're stupid. Okay, you arrive in town, meet Tom Nook, and he offers to let you check out the vacant houses he's got. Let's see. We've got medieval torture dungeon, haunted backyard garden shed, Chinese sweatshop locker room, and 15th century empty pool.
Isn't it absolutely bonkers? You walk into a store, hand someone a piece of plastic, and they will...
Yeah, I'll take a locker room, please. After settling on a place, Tom Nook asks for the payment of 19,800 bells, to which I realize I have nothing. So I'm like, no. And he's like, you better freaking give me the money. So I'm like, here. To which he realizes I barely have even 0.05% of what he wants from me, and he straight up laughs in my face. You only have 1,000 bells? You're joking with me, right? Why, you're so short, I can't help but laugh.
Jeez.
So he puts me to work at his shop to earn the rest of the money. You get various tasks to complete for Nook, be it planting nice flowers around his shop to make it look nice. I planted them around my house. Meeting the other villagers, making deliveries. Bro, when I delivered this Sue chick her signed copy of the Notebook on Blu-ray or whatever junk she ordered, she completely just destroyed me out of nowhere. Boy, that's mine. Why do you have it, Jaiden? Are you working for Tom Nook or something? Oh, you are? How amusing. You mean to tell me you didn't have enough money to buy a house when you moved? Well, how silly. Were you the mental run to the litter or what? Oh, I'm just having a little fun with you. I suppose everyone has to take a bold step once in their lives. So, you must not have any money to buy furniture. Don't be ashamed. Here, take this blue wardrobe. You simply must take it. I bet you go home to a sad little empty house every day, don't you? It may not be much, but beggars can't be choosers.
Jeez.
And that's when I realized how absolutely brutal this game had the capability of being. I heard that it could be sassy at some points, but I was straight up murdered by this gothic drag queen pig just for being a delivery boy. You can't say that to the, Amazon Prime delivery guys. What the heck? That's how you get your stuff smashed. So you know what I did? I sent the biggest guy in town, Rocco, a letter and used my smooth talking skills to try and send him a signal and take care of her. And just in case that didn't work out, I made a community bulletin board post to warn the others. After you finish being a corporate wage slave, the game finally becomes the Animal Crossing experience I'm used to. Catching bugs, finding fossils, waiting an entire week for Tom Nook to finally sell a stupid fishing rod. I'll admit, coming from New Horizons, the original Animal Crossing doesn't have much to offer. Maybe it held up better in the past, or I was able to have more fun with it because I was younger and easier to be entertained, but I found myself strapped on things to do. Sure, I could fish for 2 hours straight to make money, but I could also just play another game. Why I think New Horizons is the best game in the series so far, big asterisk on the so far, is that it saw where players were taking the franchise and ran with it far beyond what we could have hoped for. Oh, people really enjoy being able to customize their house and are using the little pattern spaces to make cool paths for their town. Well, then let's give them a bigger town, and more pattern spaces, and hundreds of new and modernized furniture items, and let them put them outside wherever and however they want, and let's let them shake the earth and sea. I've put hundreds of hours into New Horizons already, and I'm not nearly done with the game. My island still looks like crap. I played the...
Okay, just to let you guys know that I have Animal Crossing New Horizons as well, and yeah, I started playing that game when probably I think of just for a while ago, probably of trying to remember, I think it was like around 2020 or 2021, a few days after my birthday and everything. So yeah, and ever since I got the game, I played the game each and every day, literally every morning. I wake up, play it, then like be on with my day, and and yeah, probably like and what I did, and what I also called my island, I called my island of Friendship Island because, well, I thought it was cute at first. It was cute. It's a cute name for a cute island like that, with all the cute characters and villagers and whatnot. Anyways, let's get back to the video.
The original Animal Crossing for a week or two and could only put at max an hour into it per day because I ran out of things I wanted to do. Oh, so New Horizons is the most superior game in every possible way, right? Ha ha ha, no. While New Horizons has much more for you to do, the thing I think the original Animal Crossing got right that the new one doesn't is the villagers. I would get bored of continuously failing at fishing in the GameCube version.
Oh, come on!
I found myself talking to the villagers much more often, and that's where I had the most enjoyment. The conversations with the villagers in the GameCube version have so much flavor. Sure, Sue called me a mental runt of the litter just a minute ago, but that brought out something for me that New Horizons hasn't been able to do within 300 hours of me playing. Talking to the villagers in the GameCube version made me remember why I liked the game so much as a kid. They say and do interesting things. I don't know if it's just me, but New Horizons has some of the blandest text I've seen in Animal Crossing yet. It feels like what they say is limited to like 5 things, and I honestly don't enjoy talking to them and haven't built a single connection to any of them on my island. I don't care who moves in, just so long as they're really super hot. I'm talking hunkalicious. It feels like it's been raining all the time lately. I hate getting wet. Jaiden, you feel the same, right? No, actually, I don't really mind. Oh, really? Well, why don't you just stay in the rain then, since you love it so much? And I hope you catch a cold. I don't know what it is about me, but I seem to be just as popular with boys and girls. It's madness. Meanwhile, in New Horizons, hi, Jaiden. Sometimes I like to sit. No, I don't want any. I'm telling you for the last time, you foul creature. Go away, hippie. Oh, wait, it's just you. I thought it was another one of those weirdos handing out tissues. Hi, I've been having a good day. All right, see you later. Shrivel up and blow away, shrimp. At one point, I walked up to Sue, and she just started screaming. I'm begging you, would someone please change that hideous town tune? Jaiden, I highly doubt you have a talented bone in your body, but you do seem to be able to run fast. So be a dear and go change that horrible music, would you? So, of course, I changed the town tune. Anything for Sue E, her wish is my command. I'll say, normally I'm not a big town tune changer in the games, but this one made me laugh. Is that better, Sui? You like that? I wasn't expecting to have an arch nemesis in Animal Crossing again because it hasn't happened to me since Wild World, but Sui really just came into my life and slapped me around, begging me to hate her. Say, didn't you owe Tom Nook a fairly large sum of money? I was just wondering, did you ever manage to pay him back? Well, what's it to ya? Wow, you seem a little touchy, Jaiden. I guess you're still just a burden to society. But that's what Nintendo got wrong in the new games. I want drama. I want enemies and bloodshed. The animals in New Horizons feel like just objects for me to judge on appearances and get items from. All in all, I very much like Animal Crossing. I know New Horizons isn't for everyone and is far from perfect, but I'm a big fan of the type of game it is, and the cons don't outweigh the pros for me. Do I wish the villagers had a shred of life to them? Yes. Do I hate the new music they wrote for it and desperately want to have the old music back? Yes. But I can put my Godzilla statues together like they're on a date. Is the old Animal Crossing lacking in objectives and even slower than I could have imagined? Yes. But at least I get verbally abused by my neighbors and can hit Sue-E with my net.
Okay, yeah, so that was Jaiden Animations of Animal Crossing video. So yeah. Okay, on to the next video. The next video is I Was a Weird Kid by SomethingelseYT. So yeah, let's get started with in 3, 2, 1.
Before this video begins, I just want to let you all know that we do have new merch inside of the merch store right now, including the brand new Common Sense hoodie, which I know you guys have been asking for. I really hope you guys enjoy it because it's how I like it. It looks cool. That, and it'll help the channel out and me very much so, because YouTube's been...
Okay, this is just like an advertisement video, but if I'm gonna skip on ahead.
I tried Vegemite for the first time the other day. Oh, dude, that's a lot.
It smells horrible.
Yeah, it smells bad. I'm not ready. I'm ready.
You're not afraid of anything. Conquer your fears.
I'm not afraid of anything except for whales, sea cucumbers, and heights.
At least he admits it in this video.
It's fine. I'm fine.
Really? Water hose?
So that was fun. Contrary to popular belief, I honestly don't think it's all that bad. I mean, it's freaking disgusting, but not as bad as people make it out to be. Plus, I ate like a spoonful, and I'm pretty sure just saying that pissed off all of Australia. So yeah. Anyways, I was a weird kid. Let's talk about that. According to my mom, I was a handful when I was growing up. At the age of 3, I was super hyper, incredibly handsome, and for some reason in love with bananas. I loved them so much to the point where my mom had to literally stop buying bananas because otherwise, I would know. My little baby nanner senses would go off, and I would know right when one of those delicious yellow potassium-filled boomerangs entered my house. And if there was a banana in my house, by golly, it was going into my mouth. Wait, that didn't sound. I really like bananas, but I'm not that there's.
Wow! Holy shit!
Oh my god! Oh my.
Did you ever spray the trash when you?
That there's anything wrong with putting a banana in your.
Doug,
What?
you know we have this, right?
I didn't know that, but I'm in the middle of reacting.
God, dude, it's.
Oh my god.
In your mouth.
Okay, sorry about that, everyone. Just a little bit of a interruption, but yeah, let's continue.
I was just gonna eat the bananas. I was 3. One day my mom decided to buy some bananas, but she knew if I saw them, they would immediately be devoured. So instead of putting them on the kitchen table with the rest of the fruit, she decided to find a hiding spot.
Where should I
The top cabinet? No, I'd probably forget it's there. Under the sink? No, he can definitely reach down there. How about on top of the fridge? She knew my weakness. The only thing that could stop me from acquiring those golden arches of mushy deliciousness. Tall things. At first, I didn't know they were up there, but one day I was watching some Teletubbies, sipping on my sippy cup and enjoying a relaxing day of not having to worry about taxes, when suddenly, the power goes out. What? What happened? What is this? Where are my Teletubbies? Hello? Excuse me? Tall lady person? You see a problem here? Anything at all? My Teletubbies have vanished and I don't have object permanence figured out yet, so I think they died. So fix that. Get me my tubbies. I need my... Why aren't you listening? Seems like the power went out. I'll be right back, sweetie. Stay right here. Finally. Now, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here? Probably gonna die of baby boredom before she even returns. I could go for some apple juice right now. What is an apple? What is juice? Where the frick is that tall lady person with my hello? It was like destiny. No matter how far you keep us apart, the universe knew. The universe knew that those bananas were meant to be digested by my stomach fluids. According to my mom, she was looking for her phone to call up the electric company to see if she needed to pay a bill, but forgot she left it on the kitchen counter. So she walked out of her room, went back downstairs, went to grab the phone, and to her surprise, saw me just sitting on top of the fridge, dangling my baby feet, living the high life and eating bananas. She said she had no idea how I got up there, and I was just, I was just there. What the? How did you even get up there? Laugh while you can, mother, because I can now see the peak of your hiding abilities. But I'm only beginning to tap into mine. Did you just climb up? You see, I have finally realized the legend. Okay, I think you had your fun. Get down now, you little turd nugget. That's right. You're not dealing with the average baby anymore, mother. I, Adam, have no idea how I got up here. I think I'm stuck. Get me down from here, please. Fast forward a little, and my imagination is going ham in my newly kid-formed body. What? There isn't really much I could do at that age because, well, I can't drive, go places by myself, stay up past 8, watch rated PG-13 movies, or even drink my juice boxes filled with wine. So I would just let my imagination wind a bit and play a good old game of pretend. I would mainly just conjure up your typical kid stuff. You know, the kind of things that a 7-year-old would probably, most likely, definitely be in. Shadow! We need to calculate the amount of money that we made throughout the year and subtract 25% of it to give to the government while also worrying if we even did the math right and hoping we didn't forget any extra cash we collected from small jobs before this facility detonates.
So Texas.
Don't you bring my mother into this. Okay. Before you make fun, yes, I had a Shadow the Hedgehog doll. I mean action figure. And yes, he was awesome. I used to do everything with that doll. Action figure. Shadow was the homie. During the summer breaks, I had a cousin who we should call King Waldorf, who would come over to my house to hang out. But like I said before, we were children and there's not much you can do as a child except letting your imagination run wild. So that's exactly what we...
Oh, come on! Ads again?
What we did, usually through cute, innocent little superhero battles.
Damn, not here.
Shadow, no! Oh, there he goes. And I hope he sends my condolences to Maria. And as for you... Ouch. You thought you could defeat me? A weakling like you? You son of a bitch. Your dad's home. You killed my best friend. Well, look at the bright side. You'll be joining him very soon. Any last words? Yeah. As a great man once said, you were too slow. Wait, what? Wasn't that song?
So dramatic.
as you can see, things got a little dramatic. Now that I think about it, my 7-year-old self would be amazing at making horrible fan fictions. To be honest though, it's not too weird for a child to be playing pretend, but after that day, I'm pretty sure I stopped talking to my cousin for a solid month because he murdered my Shadow the Hedgehog doll. I mean, action figure. Fast forward a couple more years, 8th grade, I believe, and my shenanigans still haven't really let off. So, me and a couple kids used to love playing hide and go seek in the dark around our apartment complex. Probably not the safest thing in the world, but could be worse. Could be doing drugs. Some kids used to hate playing with me because of how scary it would be when it came to me seeking, and how frustrating it would be when I would hide. The reasoning behind that is because I was one of the few kids who didn't really care about bugs and junk, so I'd literally just hide in the bushes waiting for my next victim. Or I'd go full-fledged ninja mode and literally hide in the shadows so no one could see me at first glance. One day we were playing and people were starting to understand how I worked. As soon as the game started, the seekers and hiders would check for bushes and take a second glance at dark areas just to find me. They were catching me left and right to the point where I needed to develop an entirely new strategy. So, my 14-year-old self decided it would be a great idea to go to the camping store with my mom and buy things a child like myself should not be buying. I decided to buy a ski mask, a black sweater, a thing of rope to trip my victims, some black pants, and black running shoes. You can see where I'm going with this. You might be asking, wait, Adam, didn't this raise any flags with your mom? Dude, I don't even know. She was just going with the flow. I mean, it was my money, so she didn't really care. However, the cashier was a little bit more cautious. I'd like to buy all this stuff, please. Okay. Thanks. So, what are you doing with all this stuff? Oh, you know, the usual. Okay. You wait here, please. Gee willikers, sir. Of course I can. Moments later, he came back, and of course, he brought his good old jolly friend security guards. So, why are you buying all these things? You know, the usual. What does that even mean to you? Kid, what are you planning on doing with all this stuff? I'm gonna put it on and hide in the shadows, waiting for my next victim to unknowingly pass by. You victims? And what are you gonna do when you get a hold of said victims? Put my hands on them, of course, so they lose the game. Oh, so this is a game to you. Okay, I've heard enough. You're going away for a long time, pal. What? Yes, I didn't go seek as a game. Duh. What else would I be using this stuff for? Wait. Oh. No. You're wrong. I then explained to the security my plan to hide in the shadows like full-fledged ninja, and they seemed pretty chill afterwards. One of the guards was even like, not gonna lie, wish I thought of that as a kid. I then get back home, and once again, we all start playing hide and go seek in the dark. Of course, my plan worked flawlessly. No one was seeing me coming. I was tagging kids left and right, pouncing at every opportunity I could. No one was able to find me. Again, I was the ninja assassin warrior I was respected for being. Yep, it was a great time to be alive. So the police were called for a suspicious character wearing a mask. Okay, bye, love you.
Wait, what?
Well, I hope you enjoyed that video.
Okay, well. Okay, so that was Something Else YT. I was a weird kid video. But, okay. On to the very last video for me to react to. It's the Ratchet and Clank versus Jackson Dexter death battle. So, let's get straight on. Let's get straight on to the video. In 3, 1.
This episode of Death Battle is brought to you by Angry Video Game 2 Assimilation. Buy it right now! We made it! Cool.
Sometimes the most unlikely of friends can become the best of heroes.
Ratchet and Clank, the Cosmic Commandos.
And Jack and Daxter, the masters of eco.
He's a boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skill to find out who would win a death battle. It was a time of chaos. The unstoppable Cragmite Empire wreaked havoc across the galaxy, until a race of unlikely heroes fought back. The Lombexes, who may be some sort of lemur wombat?
Well, whatever they are, they're pretty good at kicking the shit out of Cragmites, and ended up stopping the Empire by banishing them to another dimension. Well, all except one, and boy would that come back to bite him in the ass.
Raised as one of their own, the last Cragmite betrayed his foster Lombaxes, raised an army of fish people, and in some sense of cruel ironic justice, banished the entire Lombax race to their own dimension as well. And just as ironically, missed one who would prove to be his greatest adversary.
This lone Lombax's name was Ratchet, and he spent most of his days stranded on a random planet, digging around with mechanical stuff and dreaming of one day exploring the galaxy. So this alien kitty cat thing scrounged up all the scraps he could find, used his natural gift with machines, and built a spaceship so incredible it would finally take him off this boring planet once and for... Oh.
Without an onboard robot ignition system, this hunk of junk would never fly.
And with Ratchet's luck, it's not like one was just gonna drop out of the sky or anything. Well, I'll be damned.
This was the Sentry Bot, serial number XJ0461.
Well, that's hard to say in conversation, and he makes a clanky sound when he falls over, so...
Maybe I'll just call you Clank.
Clank had just been assembled maybe half an hour earlier and was already running for his life.
Yeah, see, he came from a robot killing machine making factory, but when the factory malfunctioned and made this little guy, it decided to scrap him for parts. So naturally, he got the hell out of there, ended up with Ratchet, and together they became the greatest hero duo in the galaxy.
While they started out as an unlikely pair, they've picked up all sorts of experience along the way. Ratchet has been trained as a commando and is proficient in martial arts, heavy weaponry, survival skills, stealth,
ballroom dancing, and origami.
And despite his diminutive size, Clank is an asset in combat as well. When paired with Ratchet, he can act as a personal helicopter or even a jetpack.
Also, turns out Clank wasn't a mistake after all.
He possesses the soul of a Zoni, energy-based creatures with the ability to manipulate time and be immune to time-altering effects. And eventually, these powers manifested in Clank as well.
That's right, he's a robo-time wizard.
Who did you say gave you this thing?
The Sony. They are little invisible creatures who travel through time.
Oh, right.
Both Ratchet and Clank are loaded with nanotech, microscopic machines which instantly repair their bodies after any injury, though their number is limited.
But Ratchet and Clank's true strength lies up their arsenal. Ratchet's packing your usual Solana-style weaponry, from his trusty Omni Wrench to rocket launchers. But the real beauty lies in all his wacky weapons, like the Vortex Cannon, which sucks up tiny enemies and blasts them back out like little flaming meteors. The Mini Turret Glove can deploy dozens of auto-targeting machine guns, which can destroy tanks. And of course, there's also a Disco Ball, which forces foes to helplessly dance before them.
Ratchet's gadgetry also includes energy shields, close-range shredder claws, and a variety of drones to assist him in battle. He's even picked up a gun that turns enemies into tiny, adorable sheep.
But hang on, we can't forget my all-time favorite, the Rhino 5. Part minigun, part rocket launcher, this beauty unleashes a glorious river of death in whatever direction she's facing. All set to Tchaikovsky's 1812 overture.
I'm honestly surprised you know how to say his name.
Oh yeah, the dude played my favorite musical instrument.
What, the piano?
No. Cannons.
Oh.
Anyway, in their adventures, Ratchet and Clank have done some pretty impressive things. They were skilled enough to win numerous gladiator battles, strong enough to stop the blow of a Wardrock with nothing but an Omni Wrench, fast enough to dodge close-range laser fire, tough enough to survive an explosive shipwreck, and even the vacuum of space.
However, their ability to survive deadly blows is entirely dependent on their supply of nanotech. If they run out of microbots, the next blow is sure to be fatal. But Ratchet and Clank's greatest strength doesn't come from any outlandish weapon or body-rebuilding nanomachine. Rather, it is their unbreakable bond of friendship and teamwork.
Oh, God, that was so friggin' lame.
Robots are not so easily fooled.
Ah, what's that?
What? Uh-huh.
Long before the world bred life, it was filled with eco. Left behind by godlike beings called the Precursors, eco came in 6 different types, each possessing a different power. But what became of the Precursors? How did they harness the power of eco? The answers, they say, lie in the destiny of the mischievous teenage boy named Jack.
Jack was born into royalty as the son of King Dumbass. Dumbass, ruler of Haven City. But Jack lost his future as heir to the throne when some douche named Baron Praxis overthrew his dad. The former king was separated from his son and banished to the wastelands, leaving Jack to grow up a wandering orphan.
Until he was taken in and raised by Samos, the elder of Sandover Village. Here, he met his best friend-to-be, Daxter.
Oh, I don't know why he would ever want to be friends with a guy that never shuts up.
The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap?
Before long, Jack and Daxter became inseparable and did just about all their teenage tomfoolery together. Like stealing a speedboat to explore the Forbidden Mist Island.
Yeah, turns out it was forbidden for a pretty damn good reason.
Man, that stung!
Oh no, he fell into the weasel pool!
Well, technically, he fell into a pool of dark eco, which transformed him into an Otzel. Whatever the hell that's supposed to be.
Dexter took it pretty well, all things considered.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
By the way, where's the unweasel pool?
It's not so simple. In order to reverse Daxter's transformation, they would have to find the Sage of Dark Eco. To prepare them for this journey, Samos trained them to harness the power and, in turn, to become formidable warriors.
With green eco, Jack can restore lost health and create shields. With yellow eco, he can launch energy projectiles from his hands. Blue eco doubles his speed and reflexes, and red eco does the same for his strength, allowing him to take down tough enemies with a single strike.
But when their tinkering with ancient precursor technology sent them tumbling into a dystopian future, it's a long story. Jack was captured and experimented on by Baron Praxis, who wanted to turn him into a super soldier.
Too bad he didn't really know what he was doing, and poor Jack was stuck as his lab rat for 2 straight years, until Daxter finally busted him out. Jack was so happy, he spoke his first words ever.
I'm gonna kill Praxis!
No, my first words were beer. Now!
Unbeknownst to Praxis, while his experiments failed to turn Jack into Captain America, they did grant him the ability to consume Dark Eco and temporarily transform into the mighty Dark Jack.
Dark Jack can use Dark Eco for a bunch of powerful projectiles, and he can even triple in size and strength. On top of that, Dark Jack is also completely invulnerable.
That's right. We bad. You haven't forgotten what I taught you, Jack.
If one super form wasn't enough, Jack gained another when he came face to face with the precursors themselves. And turns out they're all Ottles like Dexter.
Oh my god.
They gave him the ability to consume light eco in order to counterbalance the darkness within.
Never guess what they called it. Give up, it's Light Jack.
In this form, Jack can glide through the air, create a force field, regenerate from wounds, and even freeze time itself.
When there's not enough dark or light eco on hand to run around blasting people with godlike energy, Jack wields one of the most versatile weapons ever created, the Morph Gun. Powered by different types of eco, it can work like a shotgun, grenade launcher, or minigun. It can fire ricocheting laser shots, homing needles, and even freaking lightning.
And when Jack sets the Morph Gun to mass inverter mode, it can blast a wave of dark eco so absurd it alters the very laws of gravity on anybody within its reach.
Yeah, but if that fails, they can just blast them with a supernova. It basically one-shots about anything.
This place has too much excitement. We need to move back to the country.
Armed to the teeth with weapons and eco, Jack and Dexter successfully dethroned Praxis and saved Haven City thanks to several impressive feats along the way.
Like getting up no problem after being crushed in a cave-in, or tearing through solid metal doors like wet paper. Dexter helps when he can, usually by steering missiles into people, but most of the heavy lifting is done by Jack.
Like the one time he did this.
Jack and Dexter are incredibly resourceful. They won a gladiator-style battle with nothing but an unmodified morph gun.
And their drive to win is so strong they even took first in the Crash City Grand Championship while poisoned.
Even giant terraforming robots trying to destroy the world fall to their teamwork, provided they have enough ego.
They can only carry so much eco at once, roughly under a minute's worth in combat for each color type, and so they rely on replenishing their power by pulling eco from the environment. Also, Jack can be a bit reckless and doesn't always think things through.
Even still, don't underestimate the duo of Jack and Dexter. It's the last thing a lot of bad guys ever did.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, remember that game we told you about last time? You can buy it now. The Nerd is back on an adventure through 22 levels full of new weapons, enemies, and power-ups with unlockable armor.
Okay, that was just another advertisement, so I had to skip that.
That's the last time I let Quark fix the warp system. Actually, weren't you the one who overclocked the accelerator? Huh. This is new.
Hey, do you have any idea what you've done?
Yeah, hey guys, welcome to our home. Make yourself comfortable on the couch, if you can find what's left of it.
This isn't so bad. I can fix that. I'm very sorry for your loss, Mr. Weasel.
Weasel? Well, well, well. Looks like it's us who needs to fix you.
Bring it.
And one more for your mama. Get up, Jack!
What the fuck? Get a load of this.
Wow, hey, fuck you! Hey, Fuzzball! You're pissing me off! I got him! Mercy?
No.
You're done for. Watch out! You can't keep up. Wrapped in pieces.
Whoa! Ratchet! Can't you go any faster? I wasn't designed for this.
Let's try this!
Any more weapons you want to throw at me?
Like I need any more. Well, maybe just one more. Ratchet!
Ratchet, behind us!
Now what?
Get up, Jack!
And curtain.
Oh, not the weasel guy.
Jack and Daxter were formidable fighters, especially when they had enough eco on hand. But Ratchet and Clank's better teamwork, superior defenses, and overwhelming arsenal trumped them in the end.
While they both had ways to patch themselves up, Ratchet's nanotech was way more reliable and plentiful than Jack's green eco.
And Ratchet's shields and incapacitative weaponry were more than enough to put a stop to Jack's more offensive eco.
Haha, take that, nature!
While Jack and Daxter's morph gun was one of the most versatile weapons we've ever seen, it absolutely pales in comparison to the sheer size and power of Ratchet and Clank's arsenal.
Jack's best shot was his dark form, but like everything Jack and Daxter had, it didn't take long to run out of juice. Well, Ratchet and Clank had more than enough gadgets and weaponry to keep up the fight.
Plus, Clank is an infinitely more capable sidekick than Daxter, especially his time manipulation and immunity powers.
It was game overture, Jack and Daxter.
The winners are Ratchet and Clank.
So yeah, that was me reacting to Death Battle Ratchet and Clank versus Jackson Daxter, and so that's all the videos of me to react for today. But if you have any suggestions of what videos I should react to on my channel, be sure to let me know. But anyway, so I have to get going. If you guys want to see more videos with Gadget, Gizmo, or Alexa, or another movie review, or another reaction video,
I'm having trouble hearing. Can you say that again?
then be sure to hit the like button, go smash that subscribe button, please do. It would reach our goals of our last subscribers, since you all are awesome and cool at the exact same time, and we love you all. Also don't forget to click the bell button to get notifications. And anyways, I have to get going. You guys are awesome. I love you all, and see you guys next time. Bye!